Hey guys, it is VW, and it is Thursday before the weekend. I just need to make a video, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to upload these videos. I definitely need to get a haircut because of my job. My job's going good. My gang stalking's going bad, and like I've been saying, it's nobody at my job, especially the guy that got me the job. Like, they're not gang stalking me. But it is causing problems with him, like, I mean, because of how I act because of it. He expects things from me when I say I'm going to do something, or I'm going to, I was like, man, I'll take you out for a steak because you got me this job, and I forgot about it because of, how I live my life with this stuff, and y'all understand. And it really sucks because he's a cool guy, he got me that job, and I really want to respect him. And he's definitely not. I mean, he's not a gang stalker at all. He would never be a gang stalker. I mean, he's like religious and a good guy. But I just need to make a video because I'm not doing good tonight. Like, I am. Like I said, it is remote, so it is all day long while I work, and I get my job done. I do it. I don't make mistakes. I don't screw up with customers or anything. I'm good. But it gets really annoying, and it hurts. And I was watching my mom, is doing a webinar for some of her work, and we were watching that tonight. And it's like to help kids who don't get enough to eat, like they're in. So it's like good work. It's like good stuff to learn. And this guy is just shattering the side of my the left side of my head with microwaves, just high pitched sound, and the ELF too. I mean, he is my gang stalking's so huge, and I wish the people who I loved and who knew me knew about this, because it's not even funny anymore. It's like a military action, and it's like there's civilians who are trained to gang stalk, and they do the one light thing. And not only did they do the one light thing today, because this guy, the organizer, right behind me, right through the wall of scratches and torture, and look at the wall of pain and shame. Right through that wall, there's an organizer there who's telling everybody probably, oh, we've got him. He's totally crazy. We've got him. We've got him now. It's over. And so I got a guy, and he actually he works in a business in the place where I work, like near it. And so word is spread over there, and he flashes lights at me. He didn't just do one light. He like flashed his lights and then passed on up. So he didn't have anything he wanted to tell me. He didn't flash his lights because something was wrong with me or my car. He just flashed his lights. It's a gang stalking tactic. It's like flashed them. Flashed them, headed out. And I just hope that the gang stalker, I hope that the organizer guy behind me, I hope that he keeps that going, because I'm going to flag these people down. I'm going to flag these people down and be like, hey, why'd you flash me? If they don't have a good explanation, I'm going to get in their face. I really am. Like, the guy, he's getting bold because he's getting tired, and he wants to end it. Like, he thinks that I'm just going to be murdered or something, but this stuff doesn't murder people. It's just microwave pain that goes on forever and ever. So, like, he like, really wants to end it. He's got his kids and his wife in his house. Like, he has kids in his house. I saw, and nobody will believe me because of that. He's got me. He's got me by the life here. He's hurting my family. It's just, I'm not doing good. I'm trapped in a house, and he's got the 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So there's 4 houses around me and there are other people in the neighborhood who've heard rumors. And I don't know what they know. I don't know if they know I'm being hit with microwaves and stuff. And this is a video where I'm ranting. I'm like, he's been hitting me all night. I've said angry things today. It's because he's hit me with V2K, and then I respond to that. And I call him a coward. I call him a coward and a traitor and a terrorist and every dirty name in the book, because he is to me. And I don't feel sorry for that. I don't feel like, oh man. I feel bad because he's going to use that. he's going to use that, maybe be able to go lie to some of his ex-military friends and say that I'm insulting him because he's in the military. But he's murdering Americans in their homes. That's what I'm insulting him for. So this whole thing is just really screwed up. It's really screwed up. And, like, they're just, the people in V2K, like, the people that are in his house, I mean, his wife is really a good person. I'm not going to talk about her. But he's got another woman in there from next door who supports him. And she's just like, we need to put him away. And she says it with just all the cynicism you could ever muster. And they're hitting me in the chest right now. Like, I feel it in my chest. I feel microwaves in my chest, and I'll usually burp up stuff because it hits my chest and my throat. But she just, like, I call her person number 3. She's the lady next door to him. She has kids too, but she won't put it in her house, no. I mean, she comes over there and visits them and does it. She's like, put him away. Yeah, he's retarded. He's crazy. And they're murderers. They murder me at work. Like, at work. And like, I don't want to say this because I got a guy at work. He watches the videos. He's my friend. He doesn't believe me. And it's not going to hurt my job because remotely, it's an annoyance. It's not like it is at my house. At my house, I have people on that side, this side, and this side with ground weapons. They have ground, like, microwave, directed energy weapons with squares on the front, and they are shooting me, like, from all these 3 angles. So here it's different. Like, in my house, I have to get in this, and that is a lot of aluminum and corrugated steel. That is the most aluminum I've ever put up over me, and with rope on it, and they still hurt me through that. They still hurt me through that. And that makes me unbelievable. But it's military-grade directed energy weapons. Like, the DOD is testing this stuff. Like, this is our government. These are agencies within our government, corrupt parts of, these agencies. I guess. Like, I don't know the whole story. I don't know where the money's flowing or whatever. I know that people are making money from it. I know that there's, people are making money and money's being spent to do it, and it's being used on American citizens. I don't know exactly why. I don't know. I mean, but I guess the military-industrial complex doesn't have to have a reason to test directed energy weapons, It needs to know how they work, and they've done this with MK Ultra. They've done it before. I don't know. Like, I just wanted to do a video, and I'll probably make it short. I saw one of my friends do a video last night. They're crushing his brain. I mean, they're crushing his brain, and I'm not gonna say who it is. He does a lot of videos. He's like an intelligent guy, but he's like a broken clock now. Like, and he would agree with me. Like, I mean, he is so smart. He knows this technology, but they are frying him. And I want to tell everybody to defend yourself. Even if you look crazy, it's going to be better than them just splicing your brain with microwaves, with just these directed energy weapons, just fucking, just tearing it up. Like, having a little bit of aluminum is going to be better. It's going to be better. So I just recommend that. I don't feel safe in my neighborhood. I have to lock my door, real tight. And, like, this guy, the sad thing is, like, I've got, I get Q-Wave stuff, and I've got personal defenders. I got 4 personal defenders now, and they work really good. And I've got the plates too, which work really good. But what he does is he's like playing around now because he can see what I do in my house. He's surveilling me, so he can move his stuff around. He can move his remote stuff or his ground weapons around, so I can place these plates. But I have to keep them there. Like, I have to keep them there, and they have to build up. Like, scalar waves have to go out, and they have to build up fields. So he can just move around these things however he wants because he sees where I'm moving them. So it's like he's like an extra coward. Like, he thinks it's real smart. He thinks he's smart, but I'm a stranger. I don't know him. He started this fight with me, and it's a death. It's like a torture death that he's doing. And I just want to be left alone to help my family And on V2K, they're like, yep, this guy's crazy. He's retarded. It's people without consciences, I guess. I don't understand it. It makes me look, crazier or whatever because of how evil they are. But it's happening to a lot of people. And it'll happen to a lot more. If we don't stop it, it'll happen to a lot more. I'm not very happy. I'm not the worst I've ever been, but I was watching, and I think this is kind of it's a symptom of what we're going through here. I see a lot of crime shows on. They're on every night. There's like 3. There's NCIS and like all these crime shows, and so it's like everybody wants to be a detective or a CSI crime investigator. So when something like this comes along, people are a lot more conditionable to be like, oh, that guy did something, you got a fake file, or an authority figure told me something about him. Okay, we'll get in our cars and do the one light vehicular stalking or the flashing of the lights. I mean, the guy was blatant. He was very blatant at a business very close to the one that I work at. And he flashed his lights at me. He didn't stop or anything. It was just a flashing lights. Like, he's like, you're crazy. I'm going to fucking stalk you. But I think I was watching NCIS, and I'm getting some ideas about calling, like, if you have any military, like, or ex-military that you know of that is involved in your situation. I looked up 1-844-ARMY-CID, 1-844-ARMY-CID. So it's like an Army investigation department. And I don't know, the Army told me they couldn't deal with it because this guy's ex-military. He's not actually in the military. But I'm going to go ahead and call them. I still haven't filed a report with the FBI. It's very serious. This guy doesn't think it's serious. Like, he's like talking about killing me. He's like, we've got to do it. I'll be driving, and this could be a coincidence. I'll drive 45 minutes away from my work, and I'll see the military jet come down in a chemtrail across the sky like this. And I saw chemtrails all over the sky today, like not just in my city, but like all over my state. And like I'll be driving in a direction, and I'll see a military jet do a chemtrail there, and a chemtrail across. So it's like right when I'm going somewhere. And I can't say that could be coincidence, I just think these guys, they spend a lot of money, and it's kind of like a drill. It's kind of like a drill war game. They're testing these directed energy weapons. Then they've got civilians that they've trained to gang stalk, and this is like testing, like on me. They're just testing it on me, and it's going to be something else in the future. Like, it's going to be something else way more dangerous. None of us are going to be safe in our home, and everybody thinks I'm nuts. Like, I mean, I had to go into my my psychiatrist today and be like, yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that delusion or whatever. He's like, so you doing good on that whole delusion thing? And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing good on that, And I can't take medications because the guy's real. He's an ex-military guy. He's got his family trapped in there, and it's all the time. This is his job. He's obviously making money from it because he's sitting in there all the time with remote equipment and ground weapons aimed at my house. So he's obviously making money from it. Like, I know how I'll look. It's hard because the thing is, I kind of want to go full force into this because it's true, and really the future of our country is at stake. No matter what these people want to say or do or act like, it really is a serious thing for our country. It really will rip our country down and apart. But also at the same time, like, my friend gave me this job. Like, it's going good. I'm doing good. I want to make him. I really want to make him happy, and like he gave me a chance, and he knew this. He knew about this stuff I was talking about. He doesn't believe me, so I really want to like kind of not talk about work and stuff, and just keep it kind of on the down low, and like really help him out, which I do a good job there. I just I'm a little bit erratic, and I say stuff and I'll forget it. So he's right. I mean, he said some stuff today that I was like, I need to get on the ball. But what I'm going through, y'all know, it's hard to get on the ball. I mean, right when I wake up, like I sleep in this, and I have to. I can't take it down. Like I cannot. And this is the. Okay, I want to show y'all what it is. So if you want to go and get some. This is the best stuff to get if you do not have a lot of money and you want to protect yourself. I'm telling you. And you get this rope, get a little bit of rope. If they're hitting you from above or the sides, you can't get corrugated steel. Get this heavy duty 75 square feet. You see how long this is? Like it's real long. 75 feet heavy duty aluminum. It's real thick and it's real long, so you don't have to look. When I put it down, I didn't have to put a bunch of them down. It's really long, so you can just go and just put sheets up. You can just put sheets up. So if you're not doing anything and you don't have Q-Wave stuff and you don't have corrugated steel or you don't have any kind of aluminum paint, which I wouldn't suggest because now me and my mom, we have to paint it to sell the house. At the time, she was like, yeah, go ahead and do it, and it's protecting me even now, but it's going to take some cleaning up. If you don't have money, like if you can't get corrugated steel, get some rope, get this aluminum, put it over the rope, get some aluminum polyester, that soft stuff, put it under it, make some layers. Like the guy who I'm talking about, he's real smart. He's not protecting himself. Like I watch him, and I know he's not protecting himself, and he's going nuts because they're crushing his brain. If I slept without this stuff, like if I slept without this, I would be a lot worse off, and I'm pretty bad off even with it. So, like if I didn't have this and I was just sleeping just freely, like I wouldn't have a job. Definitely not. Mirrors. Use mirrors if you have mirrors. Mirrors block the electromagnetic frequencies because they're very compact. They're coming at a sharp, they're coming at a very pointed, accurate level, and it does anything that has heat on it. But this, just get the heavy duty. It's real thick. You can make a couple of layers around you. It's like $5 for one of these things, and you can make one side. You can do a whole side. Just protect yourself, protect your body, because that's the most important thing. They start hitting you with this stuff, especially like remote neural monitoring. And I'm gonna make a video about this. That's another video that I don't know if I want to put out. And every time I say that, I don't put the video out. But what my plan is right now, because I've got great views. I've got like 25,500 views. And the deal is, y'all share my videos, so I've probably got like 75,000 people watching those. And what happens when you get thousands and thousands of people looking at information like that, and then other target individuals have their videos out too. So what happens is it becomes a part of the collective conscious. It's like people, they know about it because other people know about it. So my whole thing, as long as I live, I'm gonna keep on. I want to just pop videos out, and it may be like this. It may be kind of a video that's not that great. I may even put that on this video. I don't know. I'm not gonna put not that great of a video. Maybe I will. Maybe because that'll make people come and see it. Not a great targeted individual video. But I want to let y'all know what I want to do. Like I want to get numbers at my site. Like I want to get numbers on it because the more thousands of people that I get to that site, and the more that I'm on target individual things, the more people it can bring, and the more people who know about it, the more it's going to spread. And stuff spreads in our collective consciousness. When somebody knows about a way to do something, it becomes like a common sense type of thing. The thing I do worry about, though, is everybody knows about UFOs. Like, everybody knows about UFOs. They've seen them with video, but we still deny it because, you're ostracized if you say anything about it. So I'm worried about that. But got to get past that. Got to get past people knowing it collectively. Like, we can do this. Like, we can do this. I do, like, man, I have a great job. I have a great boss. I have a great friend there. I have great friends there. Everybody there is cool. They're not involved in this. When there's people that are close to me, I find that this guy can't get them to do anything because they know me. But when it's people that are kind of at a distance, he can get them involved in the gang stalking because they just see me from a distance. They've heard something, and then they'll gang stalk or whatever, and they'll never get to know me. And so, I mean, it's easy to get people in vehicles to gang stalk somebody because they don't know them, they don't talk to them or anything like that. It's kind of like a robot just kind of striking at somebody. But I hope he keeps doing the light blinking thing because I will confront after that. And seeing my friend, they're melting his mind and melting his body. And he's an intelligent guy. Like, he's an intelligent guy, but I see him and he has weird emotions and he gets mad. And, you know, all you targeted individuals out there making videos, you're my friends. Like, you're my people. Like, I worry about y'all. I want you to defend yourself at least. Like, you may look a little bit crazy, but you'll protect your body. So you'll be able to go out in the world and be a little bit on guard. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just do it without defense, you're going to go out into the world and you're going to be, like, cut up by microwaves, you know, by directed energy weapons. And I worry about that, about some of you guys. But anyway, yeah, I'm at like 20 minutes. I'm just going to make a short video. I'm going to put like 2 up. I made another one, I think like a week ago. I'm just going to try and start popping them out, see where I can put them out. I really do. I mean, I want to let y'all know I don't want to put crud out that doesn't mean anything, but just me sitting here, because this is an all-the-time situation. This is like I come home and this is a military war. This is like people surrounding my house with torture stations. Like the people across the street, the Hispanic house across here, and, you know, the organizer. So it's an all-the-time situation. Like, even when I go to my parents, the guy's hitting me remotely, waiting for me to come home, waiting to have some excuse to, like, you know, hurt me more all day at work. And that doesn't affect me as much. I'm still good at my job. I don't miss things. I still, you know, because remotely it's a little bit different. I can really protect myself remotely. Especially if you're being hit remotely or something like that, you know, putting earphones in is a great idea, because if you're being remote neural monitored, they're basically hearing what you're hearing from your ears, kind of. So if you put earphones in, it's gonna be crappy for them. Like, they're not gonna have an enjoyable experience of torturing you. So I don't know. Like, I hope I know my friend at work watches these, and I do worry about that because he doesn't believe me. But then again, it's really happening, so I can't, you know, I can't hedge. I want to do good at that job, and I want to get information out about this, because I walk in my house, and it's a war zone. The neighborhood's a war zone. Like, in the morning, I'll walk out, and it's not like, I see how people, like, certain people are like, this stuff, it's so, like, it'll hit you. Like, I mean, a cop went right in front of me when I was driving out of my neighborhood, like, exactly at the same moment, drove out, and he had, like, a bulletproof vest on and a cap and, you know, sunglasses. And sometimes it seems like it's too perfect. Like I've heard people, they're like, it's like demonic or something. It's like these people are possessed or some kind of crap. It's just really good technology. They have really good technology in GPSing and positioning and all that, and they're using it military style. Just like this guy surveilling me in my house. He has a radar to surveil me in my house, and then he used military style. He targets on me with a satellite with these electromagnetic frequencies, and then he has ground weapons too to come in. So like, I think he's a coward. I think he's a coward and a psychopath, and like just the P word, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, because if you want to fight somebody, you fight a man, and he started this. He was torturing me for 3 months in this house without me even knowing. Um, but you want to fight a man, I'd say get into a ring and just punch it, punch it out, or yell it out, or talk to each other, anything but this. So there is no reason that he can be mad at me. I didn't do anything to him. But he is like, I mean, shredding me with these electromagnetic weapons. I mean, shredding me satellite-wise. But he's also got the people across the street helping. There's their extended family actually moved in with them. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't want to be self-centered, but I don't. When you start getting gang stalked, and there was something about this. There are no coincidences really. Whatever. I don't see how these people, they don't even know me. And I do hear V2K when they're over at his house remotely, and they're like, fuck this guy, because I've been yelling at him. I'm like, you're a piece of, I can't believe you're doing this. You're like a traitor to America. Like, what do you think this is? I'm like, do you think this is a military operation on American soil? And like they just respond with propaganda. It's just like, this guy's crazy. We've got to do this. We got to do it. Like, they don't care. They don't care at all. And there are people mixed up in this who are normal people, and that makes it even worse. I am eventually getting out of this house. I really do, like, in my heart of hearts, I know this is going to turn out, okay for us. Right now, I get really worried more now that I have a job. I have something to lose. And before I had the job, I was making the videos, and I was going to try and get on Social Security and get food stamps, and so the videos would have helped me do that. Social Security didn't really help me. I told them, I was like, my neighbors are microwaving me, and they're like, we're sorry about that. Can you handle a broom? And I was like, okay. So it kind of showed me that people were like, oh, that's too bad, and they believed me if it meant giving me money and helping me. Or the police, they don't believe me if it means they have to come in and actually investigate stuff. Or actually the police that don't know, I can't fault. There are police that are complicit in this, and I'm sure of that. That's a sure thing. Surefire thing. They caravan you, and also they will, they'll vehicular harass you. They'll come into certain places at a certain time. None of them do the one light thing, but they'll do like 2 police cars coming down. Now, I have to say I don't know what they're being told. I don't know if they know about the microwave attacks. I've heard from other target individuals that these police do know about the microwave harassment and murder. I can't buy it. I just can't believe it. I have to believe that there are some good people, and that this is not like this new thing where innocent people are just going to be murdered left and right in their homes, and this is just going to proliferate and become worse, and then you're not going to have a citizen gang stalking committee out there doing the one light. You're going to have people who actually run into other cars. Like, I've heard they do that already, but like, it'll get more dangerous. It'll get more out of hand. Because I've seen mine, and I'm not going to lie to y'all, because like, I do want to lie to y'all. I want to say, my situation's gotten great. I believe in God, and He has made it all go away. But I've made decisions to make videos in this. I've made decisions to go to a job, which I thought would make it easier. And these things make these gang stalkers pissed off, and they don't want you at a job. They don't want you with money. They don't want you in positions where it's going to look like you're a good person. They want you in a house, trapped, not moving, so you look like an invalid and you're alone, and then they just hit you with microwaves all day long. That's where they want you. So get out, get in touch with people. We got to shake it up. We got to shake it up, baby. It's not a game. This is not a game. A lot of humans are being raped in their homes. Like, young girls are being raped in their homes. Old women are being raped in their homes. Shot with DEWs. Start getting the terminology. The DoD uses the term directed energy weapons. EHF, extremely high frequency sound. ELF, extremely low frequency sound. You got V2K, voice to skull. I wouldn't call it synthetic telepathy. I would say voice to skull or microwave hearing. Use scientific terms that the DoD already uses, because the DoD has terms for all this because it exists. So we have got to use these terms because this technology exists. Like everybody, the DoD talks about it in press conferences. Hey, how's the study on directed energy weapons going? And Donald Rumsfeld says, well, we're making headway on that, but we can't tell y'all about it. And American citizens, directed energy weapons are being used on American citizens. So I don't know how that's connected. I thought back to my attacks, and I started getting occipital nerve damage and jaw damage in 2008. So I think I was attacked with ELF a long time and worn down before my attacker revealed with the EHF that there was something going on. And then it still took me about a year and a half to realize that there was gang stalking associated with it. ELF, electromagnetic energy, directed energy weapons associated with it. God's here with us. I just, like, right now, I'm, like, and this is why I make these videos, and I want to, like, they're hitting me in the throat, in the chest right now while I'm making these videos, like, right now. And so I'm, like, swallowing and I'm burping a lot. But I want to even calm down knowing that they're shooting at me and everything like that, so I can sit in my house and just make videos. And I think the next video I'm going to go ahead and make outside. I want to go ahead, because what they're doing is, the Hispanic side, the guy drove in with his music just blaring out of his car. And I don't know if he was trying to bother me or whatever, but another neighbor came out and took a picture of the house and took a picture of his license plate. So other people are bothered. There are normal people around all this gang stalking who don't want a part of it. And it's just like, we've got to find a way to build a bridge towards them. Like, we've got to find a way to build a bridge towards these people who want it to stop. And we can't, like, I make mistakes. Like, this stuff, I don't know if it's the remote neural monitoring or I don't know if it's the microwaves, but I want to yell at this guy and call him the worst names in the world. And I'm not... I'm not like that. I want peace in my life. I'm not a crazy person who wants to hurt people. But this guy tortures me enough, and I'm just like, you're a freaking jerk. Like I say, you're an effing jerk. You're going to look at me in my house naked and all this stuff. You're going to hit me when I'm prone with my hands tied, when I'm doing stuff. So if you do that, it's gonna be heavier gang stalking because they can twist and contort things. I don't know if the surveillance, I'm sure if you can record stuff, if you can videotape stuff, if you can see stuff with surveillance, then I think he can edit it. But I don't know who he could show it to. It's really messed up. This is the beginning, or I don't know if it's even the beginning. I think we're pretty far into a surveillance society. People's phone taps and wiretaps and surveilling each other. The FBI definitely has technology to look through our houses. Military jets have technology to look through the bottoms of their jets with microwave goggles. We know this stuff exists. Radar to look in people's houses. So we know it exists. The question is, how did it fall into citizens' hands, and how did it get, and I think that he only has one remote station, I'm pretty sure. Maybe they have two remote stations going on. I don't know. But the deal is that the remote station is very expensive. It's like $10,000, So I think eventually he's got so many people, around me kind of involved, and this equipment is involved. Even I go to my parents' house. I won't get into that. I'm very worried about them getting hit because these people are looking for targets. I can just tell you with my situation, I didn't do anything to anybody. I was living in a private home. This guy had to crawl through my wall with surveillance and cause trouble and target me. So, whenever I go around people, I'm worried that they're going to be targeted. and it exists. Like, I mean, no matter how, if you haven't experienced this, and I know that was the last video was about somebody commenting and saying, you know, I think you need to take your medicine, you're delusional or whatever. That's fine. Leave those comments if you think that, and you will have a million comments from targeted individuals saying you don't know the half of it. You don't know what's going on in America. That's fine. I want discourse. I want to talk to people. If you want to talk to me, email me, vulcanwolverine@gmail.com. Go ahead and email me. I want discourse on this. I want to talk to as many people as I can. I want to get involved in these organizations. Like discourse, letting people know about it. It's the only way it's going to stop. And like talking to the police, I'm going to file a report with the FBI. Things have been covered up. You know, like I had a guy physically walk out with a shotgun over here. You know, I've seen this guy with one of the ground weapons, like against his window. It was a square front, which is where the directed energy or microwave energy comes out of the gun. I've heard him talking in the back with somebody who moved out of there a while back about hitting me from the kitchen. So it's like I've got evidence and I've seen evidence. You know, my organizer called the police and told them I had weapons in the house when I have no weapons and I wasn't outside, and they came with drawn guns at me. So things have happened and they haven't gotten in trouble for very dangerous stuff. Things have been covered up. So I don't really know who to trust. I don't know who to trust, but I feel like my situation's so big and so nasty. I'll put out videos and I'll tell y'all what I've done, you know, who I've looked for. I'm totally transparent. If you want to talk to me, like I don't know how we could communicate. You know, if you want to call me, like we'll get on email. I'm not going to do that over YouTube. But if I feel like, you know, I can trust you, you can trust me. I'm pretty paranoid, you know. I had one person who said that she lives in my city, and she messaged me directly. Wasn't an email, it was something else, and she said she lived in my city and was a victim of this and was a young lady. And I'm kind of talking to her, and I'm not telling her that I live in my city, live in the city that she said she lives in, because I'm, you know, I don't know. This guy has gone to such extents that I just don't know. And there are plenty of women stalkers. They have the one light on, and they, you know, coming around. I don't know what they've been told about me, you know. And if they've been told something or shown something fake, then somebody could do something really bad to me. That's how it goes. I mean, that's how it goes. So I want all my videos to be positive. And you know what I've come to realize is, even making a video like this is how I feel. This is how I am right now. I'm gonna put it out because it's a journal, and so you guys got to bear with me. Make comments, you know, tear it apart, critique. Say you should have said this. You should have talked about this. I want you to see this video. That's what the comments are for. But this is really a journal because, you know, even my parents, you know, pretty much don't believe me. And so, you know, I think, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what people will believe. I don't know if people will believe the truth or even care, because of what I've seen. I know y'all care. I know y'all care because, you know, y'all are dying. I'm dying. So we care, but I don't know how many normal people who aren't involved will care. But this is a journal for even if this, and I have faith. I have faith that collective consciously we can get together. People can learn about this. We can stop these guys because you'll be able to spot it, and they won't do it so much because they're not so much courageous people. And that's my opinion, I guess. And probably most of y'all's opinion. They're not very courageous. They hide in the shadows. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be videotaped or anything like that. They're not doing this and waving a flag that says, I'm gang stalking, because it's supposed to be hidden. And if people, if normal human beings, you know, like me and you, but who hadn't experienced it, knew about it, they would get in a lot of trouble. You know, they'd get in a lot of trouble. So it is conspiratorial, which makes it even harder to believe. We got to keep going. We got to keep trying. But I love you guys. Stay strong. Uh, and I'm just gonna end it on. I'm gonna end it on a prayer. God, help me to stay strong. Help all target individuals out there to stay strong. Help us to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and not to give these people rope to hang us with, because they're all around looking with the microscope and, really screwing up our lives and going after us. Help us to do what you want us to do and to connect with people who will care about us and know that we're not bad people and we haven't done anything. Just please give us strength to go through this. Especially those of us who have jobs or are trying to get work. Please take care of us. Please help us financially, help our hearts, and help us just to keep a strong belief that this society is worth saving. It's people are good. Sometimes they can be tricked, but it's just that it's a trick. It's not not everybody's evil. So help us to see who can help and who is good, and to see who maybe would not help us and would just be a problem or a gang stalker. Thank you, God, for everything that you've given us. Thank you so much. In complete gratitude, I thank you for my friends, my friend that got me my job, my family. Just please help people realize that this is going on. This is not going to help our society at all. It's killing people in their homes. And just watch over us. Watch over us. Put the Holy Spirit inside of us. In Jesus' name. By the blood of Jesus, I pray. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it on that. I'll see y'all in the next one. And love you. Peace out.